Alright, so we're going to continue now by creating the EntityBricks. So let's go ahead and add a new class, new item, and we're going to create EntityBricks. Again, this is going to be a game entity, so make sure to extend the game entity class. For a shortcut, you can do Control dot while selecting it, and that way we can add the inputs right away. So now let's go ahead. Our bricks are going to have a position, which is where we're going to place them on the screen. So we're going to name it private. It's going to be a vector 2D. So we're going to have a vector 2. So we can hold our X and our Y values. So let's name it pos. Once again, an easy way to do it, you press selected, Control dot or Control period, and you can bring the imports in. So private. And we're also going to have a delta, and what that delta is going to be is how high up or down our bricks are, and that is because our bricks are going to move up and down in our game depending on the weight of the character. But for now, we're just going to have that value here. Public, we're going to create a constructor, so let's make a constructor public EntityBricks, and we're going to be able to pass a vector for the position where we create our bricks. So let's simply go ahead and assign the position there. Okay, so far we've gotten the basics. Again, let's go ahead and implement the methods that we have in the abstract class game entity. So let's override our update. We're not gonna do anything here right now, so let's just remove the exception. Let's go ahead and override as well the draw. Out of it. One easy thing, let's go ahead and take this out of the way. Again, the shortcut is dot period, and now we can bring it in, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the bricks. So simply we're gonna select this private, we're gonna draw, we're gonna go to the game asset manager and ask it for ask it for the image that we need, in this case get bricks. We'll be implementing this guys later on, but for now just implement it, type it out, and we'll get to that in a second. And color white, of course, since we don't want to have any tint over it. Again, if you can import it, just Control period, and you're gonna have it. It's gonna give you some error because we have yet to define the get bricks. What that method is going to do is it's just going to hand us the assets for the bricks. So right now we're just going to leave it there and ignore the error. And finally, let's override the handle events. And what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to pass events down to this entity to be handled so we can communicate as we go along. So using FSM, here we go. And once again, even though we're doing nothing, let's take that away, because otherwise whenever we run it and we test it, if we pass an event, it will break. So that's it, very straightforward for this one. We have the position, set the position, we get the asset once we need to draw. We draw it at that position in time, and this position will be updated based on the delta later on, but for now, that is it for this class.